Speaking of survival and things being sent out to die a painful death, possibly. A lot of the earlier big publication reviews and previews of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League have started to drop. They've been dropping a lot of footage, a lot of gameplay clips, a lot of opinions. We're starting to see a better look of what the HUD looks like. There's even been some clips of like the Flash boss battle. We're hearing a lot of things that honestly kind of confirm a lot of the Reddit leaks, right? About that you actually killed the Justice League. Like you're playing for keeps in this game. So now that we've seen more footage, now that we've seen more opinions on how the game is look, I mean, we've spoken about it at length over the past couple of months. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, fellas? Is dropped at the end of the month. What are our thoughts of what's been released?
I felt they should have just X'd it out. Sorry about that. Yeah, I felt like they should have X'd it out, man. Because once we saw that it was DC Fortnite with a story, it was over and done with. And especially coming off the high of what Rocksteady did, like even we're in the age of 2024. Batman Arkham Knight still holds up as one of the most best polished games out there in terms of gameplay, variety, even the DLC. Once you got past that, it still holds up as a very complete package. Like, there's been so many Sony sales on PlayStation that I've seen the Ultimate Edition at a feasible rate. Like you can get
it for like $10.
Bro, I've seen it for $4, bro.
Really?
Yes, at one point for $4, like the base game, the base game, of course, the base game. Okay. And there's been times where the season pass has been on sale as well, but it's just like wow, like how do you come from that to this? Like, yes, graphically the game looks very good. Even when they do the cutscenes, it's like, wow, I would love to see this as a story, but I just felt the gameplay was too much, man. It was too much. It was too gimmicky.
With the Suicide Squad, man, honestly, it looks like it's well scripted. It's very enjoyable. The graphics are there, but it's just the gameplay is what, in my opinion, kills it. Because, nobody wants to be. And then the enemies aren't interesting. From what I can see, the drones, and Harley Quinn got a bat. I'm watching Battering Man, Boomerang Man, double jump. And then with those things, it's like, okay, give us a way to sell it, man. It just didn't, and then not to mention it's a shooter. Like I didn't want it if it was where a character, if it played more like a role-playing game where everybody was classed, I would have accepted it more. But it's just with this, I think the timing is bad. Not to mention that it's just not working for what everybody wants right now as a game. I think they saw Guardians of the Galaxy and they were like, hey, why don't we try to make our own? And they're gonna pay for it. Not to mention this is their third game, DC's game, where it's been a bomb.
What was the other two?
Well, to be honest,
Arkham Knights,
Gotham Knights.
Oh, Gotham Knights. L. What was before that?
I think that was that was it, bro.
Yeah, that's probably probably right. You're probably right. It was only those. Gotham Knights. Okay, so Gotham Knights is gonna be an L. Wonder Woman. I'm looking on the brighter side whenever they do get to that, because the Lord of the Ring games were amazing. Amazing. That was one of the truest games in a long time.
Yeah. As long as it's not bogged down by microtransactions, I think that game is actually going to be really good.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
And I think if DC really wanted that game, if they were going to go with a shooter, they should have just turned it into what Guardians of the Galaxy did, where you would encounter these heroes chapter by chapter, and then just give us an epic story versus the open world. Because I think that would have sold a lot better. Oh, hell, man, you didn't play this game? Oh, no, you got to get this. Or you could have given us a hub world, to where we'll probably go to different locations. That would have worked too. But the whole open world thing, I just think the presentation wasn't the greatest, and you know, I don't think the gameplay is gonna be horrible. I just think it's not what the people want now. I feel like that's gonna be the I feel like that's and then I heard there's microtransactions. So now that killed it.
Yeah.
That killed it.
Battle passes from day one. So
and it doesn't. I personally don't feel that that's what Rocksteady's heart was to do that. So whenever a company is grinding against what they initially wanted to do, there you go. That's what you get.
Yeah.
You see this with Halo Infinite. You see this with a whole bunch of other games that came out, and there you go.
Yeah, man, these publishers are really starting to really like push the boundaries line. It's kind of like, yes, you know, as consumers, we've been waiting for these type of things for a while. And, you know, we all are in the space where we want to, you know, to appreciate new IPs. But it's just the part like, bro, like if you're trying to like really gain every last single dollar in that type of method, it just hurts the performance, man. It really does. And I think there's so much you know, there's so much pressure on the developer where you could tell, like, yes, bro, I know you personally that this is not your best work. And I kind of feel like, you know, there's so many stipulations that come with that because I remember as we went through the Arkham series minus Arkham Origins, I remember you used to get so many developer trailers from Rocksteady. Like you saw the passion in their voices, like this is a product that we are doing strictly for the fans. But now we just feel this new man energy where it's just like, yeah, he needs to be presentable and, you know, just talk about the specs and the gameplay. But bro, like I said, bro, we didn't want Fortnite. Like, yes, Fortnite is successful on its own in its own realm, but this is not what we wanted.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this though. Do you guys feel like some of this is hurt by the fact that it's Rocksteady that's making this game?
Yes.
Yep.
Name brand, bro.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, it's like I think you guys are both right? I think Jory, what you said is the timing is off, and Tim, what you're saying is like it's not exactly what we wanted. Plays a huge factor, but I think it's also the who's making it, right? If it was something where it's like, you know, a company that's pretty well respected in the third-person shooter genre decided to make a DC-based story, again, they're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. But you're more on board and you're more able to make peace with it because you're just like, okay, that's just them playing to their strengths with DC skins. Versus, here we are now. I think it's going to be the 10-year anniversary since Arkham Knight, or is that next year? It's either the 9th or 10th year, right? And it's like we've been wanting something single player, standalone, or if not that, just something within that realm of Arkham, right? Other than like you said, Tim and Ninja Turtles.
It should have been melee combat based.
You know,
or a mixture, like you said.
Because you know what somebody said after the fail of Gotham Knights? They should have just did Ninja Turtles. People have been saying it for years, bro. Like that, especially since Rocksteady does that gritty comic book nature of the world. And remember, that is the true origins of Ninja Turtles, bro. Like the IDW Ninja Turtle comics books is like, bro, this is some of the best storytelling, best writing I've seen in years. Like, and it fuses some of the elements from the 2003 cartoon and some of the later seasons from the last one. Well, the biggest one from Nickelodeon. And it's just like, it's packed with so much, man. And people have been saying it for years. This is the best route to go to, man. Because first of all, like, all right, especially when you link it to Rocksteady, like, okay, some people are asking, so is this connected to the Arkhamverse?
And they say yeah.
They say yeah-ish. So
but
is this a prequel?
Yeah.
So is this a prequel before Batman, quote unquote, dies?
Right. And why is Deadshot black?
It's a bunch of retcons. It's a bunch of
Will Smith. Will Smith.
It's a bunch of retcons, bro. But then
Will Smith.
I mean, it's going to bomb. It's going to bomb, and I do feel like, especially the where WBs right now, they are going to go into a vacuum where they're going to try to save themselves. So honestly, bro, I do feel, especially to save the DC title name, Injustice is going to get pushed forward much quicker.
One more